Leonidas was born in Sparta, a city known for its fearless warriors. From the moment he could walk, he was trained to fight, endure pain, and never show weakness. Like all Spartan boys, he was taken from his family at age 7 to begin the brutal training of the agoge, where boys learn survival, combat, and discipline. Unlike other Greek cities, Sparta valued strength over wealth. The Spartans believed that only the strongest should lead, and kings were expected to be warriors, not rulers from a throne. Leonidas was not born to be king. He was the younger son of the Spartan king Anaxandridas. But fate had other plans for him. Through years of harsh training, Leonidas became a skilled fighter and a leader. When his older brother died without an heir, Leonidas took the throne. He was not just a king, he was a warrior king, one who would stand beside his soldiers in battle. Soon he would face his greatest test, the Persian invasion that threatened all of Greece. Far to the east, the powerful Persian Empire was expanding under King Xerxes I. His father, Darius the Great, had tried to conquer Greece before but failed. Now Xerxes wanted revenge. He gathered a massive army, hundreds of thousands of soldiers from all across his empire. His goal was clear: Greece must fall. The Greek city-states, usually divided, knew they had to unite against this overwhelming threat. Sparta, known for its unbeatable warriors, was chosen to lead the resistance. Leonidas, now an experienced king and general, was given the responsibility of defending Greece. The Persians planned to march through northern Greece, and the only way to stop them was at a narrow mountain pass called Thermopylae. This pass was perfect for defense. Only a few soldiers could fight at a time, making it possible for a small army to hold back a much larger one. Leonidas knew that this battle would be dangerous, but he also knew that Sparta never surrenders. He gathered his warriors and prepared for war. Leonidas could not take the entire Spartan army to war. A religious festival, the Carneia, forbade large military campaigns at that time. But Leonidas refused to wait. If the Persians were not stopped, all of Greece would fall. He selected 300 of his best warriors, all with sons to carry on their names, and marched toward Thermopylae. Along the way, more Greek allies joined them: Thespians, Thebans, and others, bringing their total force to about 7,000 men. Still, they would face a Persian army of hundreds of thousands. When Leonidas and his men reached Thermopylae, they built a defensive wall and prepared for battle. The narrow pass meant that the Persians could not use their numbers to their advantage. Here, the Spartans' skill and discipline would be their greatest weapon. As the Persian army approached, Xerxes sent a messenger demanding the Spartans surrender their weapons. Leonidas simply replied, "Come and take them." The battle was about to begin. The first waves of Persian soldiers charged at the Spartans, but the Greeks, standing in a tight phalanx formation, held their ground. Their shields locked together, their spears striking forward with deadly precision. No matter how many Persians attacked, the Spartans pushed them back. Their training made them stronger, faster, and more disciplined than their enemies. Xerxes, watching from his throne, was furious. He expected an easy victory, but his army was being cut down. For 2 days, the Spartans and their Greek allies held the pass. They fought in shifts, never growing tired, while the Persians lost thousands of men. Even the immortals, Xerxes' elite warriors, could not break through. Xerxes needed another plan. Then, a Greek trader named Ephialtes came forward. He told the Persians about a secret path through the mountains, one that would allow them to surround the Spartans. Leonidas and his men had fought bravely, but now they were trapped. Leonidas knew the battle was lost. But instead of retreating, he made a choice. He and his men would stay and fight to the death, buying time for the rest of Greece to prepare for war. Leonidas ordered most of the Greek army to retreat. Only the 300 Spartans, 700 Thespians, and a small group of Thebans stayed behind. They knew they would not survive, but they chose to fight anyway. As the sun rose, the Persians attacked from both sides. The Spartans fought fiercely, refusing to surrender. Their spears broke, so they used their swords. When their swords shattered, they fought with their bare hands. Leonidas himself fought at the front, taking down many enemies before he was finally struck down. His warriors continued to fight around his body, defending their fallen king. By the end of the day, every Spartan and Thespian had fallen, but their sacrifice would not be in vain. News of Leonidas' bravery spread across Greece. His sacrifice inspired the Greek city-states to unite against Persia. At the Battle of Salamis, the Greek navy, led by Athens, crushed the Persian fleet. Without their ships, the Persian army was vulnerable. Months later, at the Battle of Plataea, the Greeks, now with a massive army, defeated the remaining Persian forces. Xerxes had no choice but to retreat. The invasion of Greece had failed. Leonidas and his men had given their lives, but their sacrifice had saved Greece. Leonidas became a legend. His courage and sacrifice were remembered not just in Sparta, but all over Greece. A stone was placed at Thermopylae with an inscription that read, "Go tell the Spartans, stranger passing by, that here, obedient to their laws, we lie." The Spartan way of life continued, and their warriors remained famous for their discipline and bravery. But Leonidas had shown that true strength was not just in fighting, it was in standing for something greater than yourself. His story was told for generations, inspiring warriors, leaders, and heroes. Even today, Leonidas and his 300 Spartans are remembered as some of the greatest warriors in history. Though Sparta would eventually fade, the legend of Leonidas never did. His name became a symbol of courage, leadership, and sacrifice. His last stand at Thermopylae proved that even the strongest enemy can be defeated with bravery and unity. His warriors had fallen, but their legacy remained. The story of Leonidas and the 300 Spartans continues to inspire people today, reminding us that true strength is not in numbers, but in courage, honor, and the will to fight for what is right. And so, the spirit of Sparta lives on.